Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Anime Chat with me, your host, Pop. Well, it's June already. 6 months into 2025. We are halfway through the year already. It just seems like you blink and there it goes. So, new month means new theme. And the theme of this month is all about the remakes. And there has been quite a few. We're going to get into that a little bit later after the news of the week. And then we'll go over some of the top 10 shows, what people are watching. And then we'll get into the remakes that I'm going to show you today. So let's get into the news of the week here, courtesy of the Anime News Network. There we go. We'll start off going back to Monday. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid film casts Sachiko Kobayashi. Okay, well that seems very appropriate. Tekken 8 Games DLC character Fakurum launches on July 8th. Genkai OL Kirigiri Giriko Food Gag manga gets short, light anime. I mean, they could do like some of the shows I've seen where they're like 5-minute episodes, if they want to go that route. But we'll see what that's all about. It's a food gag manga, eh? Alright. Raido Remastered Games trailer previews the battle system. Gundam Battle Operation 2 game adds Wing Gundam Zero, Full Armor Ground Type, and Zeta Gundam. Okay, so that's coming along. Chuhai Lips, canned flavor of married women anime reveals more cast in character video. Okay, that might be. I'd try to watch that and see what it's all about. At least 1 or 2 episodes. New Welcome to Pia Carrot game project does not meet crowdfunding goal. Wow, I haven't heard of Pia Carrot in like a long time. Which makes sense as to why they didn't reach their goal. I'm sure it's not as popular as the people that were crowdfunding thought it was going to be. At least that's what it seemed. Hey, what's up, Godzillionaire? How you doing? Canned flavor of married women sounds like Twitch thoughts selling bathwater. Yeah, there you go. Oh God, I hope not. Yeah, we'll see what happens. They really some of these titles, you read it and you're just like, pass. But yes, Pia Carrot not meeting its crowdfunding goal. I'm thinking it's not as popular as they thought it was going to be. Anyway, let's move along here. Shinsei Galverse NFT Project's anime reveals 7 cast members. And that's Monday. Moving along to Tuesday. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake game debuts on October the 30th. Now on Switch 2 also. Wow, it's going to take them that long to do 1 and 2? October? Hey, Alex, how you doing? You just woke up? That's okay. We're just going through the news of the week. Let's see. Yeah, so Dragon Quest 1 and 2. You gotta wait till October. Yeah, I suppose. If you look up on Play Asia, you can get Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 for the Switch. Already, it's obviously they're the originals, but you can get those as well. You'll lurk and listen. Right on, man. Appreciate it. Mikadono Sanshimai wa Angjai Choroi TV Anime's new visual unveils a July 9th debut. So next month. Oh, and that translation is the 3 Mikadono sisters are surprisingly easy. Oh, man. Okay, well, there you go. Make of that what you will. Guilty Gear Strive game reveals Unica trailer starter guide. Fantasy Life iGame gets Switch 2 release on June the 5th. Game launch for Switch, PS5, PS4, Xbox, PC on May the 21st. Viz acquires One Punch Man Season 3. Wow, they're still in the game. I wasn't sure about Viz. But they acquired One Punch Man Season 3. Is anybody still watching One Punch Man? Is it... I never got into it, but is it still going strong? Is the fan base there, or is it just sort of, did it putter out? Daemon Ex Machina Titanic Scion game streams customization trailer. Apocalypse Hotel TV anime casts Natsuki Hanae. I'm not watching Apocalypse Hotel. I just got too much to watch this season. Sword of the Demon Hunter anime's English dub cast announced. And dub premieres on High Dive. So there you go. Good job, High Dive. Crunchyroll doesn't have to have everything. Elden Ring Night Rain game posts new trailer ahead of launch. Shinobi Art of Vengeance game previews story in new trailer. Cardfight Vanguard Divines Deluxe Keshohen game to debut on July the 5th. And that's for Tuesday. Moving along to Wednesday. Marry Me, Let's Have a Baby. Adult manga gets Anime Festa anime. Okay. Welcome to the Outcasts Restaurant. Anime's second video reveals new cast, ending song. That might be something to tune into. Crayon 2025 Crayon Shin-chan films trailer unveils Saucy Dogs theme song. Pokemon Legends Z to A game launches on October the 16th. It's slated for the Switch and the Switch 2. But you gotta wait for October. I guess they are going to have this strange crossover now where, because you have the Switch still and the Switch 2, so there'll be this sort of intermediate time of Switch games and Switch 2 games coming out at the same time until they finally stop making regular Switch games and switch over to nothing but Switch 2 games. Digimon Storytime Stranger Game unveils new gameplay footage. And that's it for Wednesday. Moving along to Thursday. 2025 Anpanman film cast Shizu-chan as guest cast member. To Your Eternity Season 3's first video reveals new, returning cast and staff. Here's an interesting one. Introduction to Mineralogy. Anime's new video unveils more staff, theme songs, and a July 6th debut. I mean, if there's any way we want to learn about geology, it's got to be with anime. I know it says mineralogy, but I'm curious to see if they have some actually educational stuff come out of that. Oh, Gacha Girls core isekai light novels have anime in the works. Excuse me. So it's a Gacha Girl core, and obviously isekai goes to another world, and they're gonna put out an anime. Okay. Next up, Everyday Host short anime reveals more cast for second part. I'm a curse crafter and I don't need an S-rank party. Manga gets TV anime. Okay. Another one of these where you're somebody's in a party and they leave to do their own thing. He's a curse crafter though. I'm assuming it's a he. Elden Ring Night Rain Games new character trailer previews Revenant. High Dive Shutterstart streaming 1985 Vampire Hunter D OVA on Friday. Hey, all right. Anime is available with English subtitles, dubbed in the US, Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand. AMC Networks announced on Wednesday that High Dive and Shudder will begin streaming Vampire Hunter D original video. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Vampire Hunter D, looks like High Dive will be able to take care of you there. The guy that did the character designs for Final Fantasy also did the character designs for Vampire Hunter D. So, a little bit of trivia there for you. Kinitsugami, Path of the Goddess game, joins Switch 2 launch lineup with new content. Death Note Killer Within Social Deduction game adds spokesperson role. So it's a Death Note game. Is this like? Oh, let's have a look at it, because it could be just like what's that one? You go around taking everybody out on the ship. I can't remember what that game is. You know, everybody's sus. Boo, Switch 2 console gaming is dead to you. Nintendo had a chance to knock it out of the park. They're really screwing themselves up. I don't know who's giving them advice, but they should stop taking the advice. They've got a chance here to really make it so that they are on top of the console wars, as it were. Come on, guys. What's the name of that game? The one where everybody's trying to assassinate each other on the ship. I can't remember right now. Among Us. That's it. Yes. Yeah, I wonder if this is like Among Us. Let's see. The game launched for PlayStation 5, PS4, PC via Steam on November 5th. In the game, up to 10 players are in one of two teams. Kira and his followers are L and his investigators. Kira's team's aimed... Yes, thanks, Godzillionaire. Yeah, Among Us. Jeez. Kira's team aims to kill using the Death Note, while L's team must seize and dispose of the Death Note. Both teams are trying to uncover identities. The game features avatar customization, attainable items, and nameplates. The game added the Mellow role in January. Mellow belongs to neither team and aims to kill Kira before L's team. In Oba and Obata's original 2003-2006 supernatural suspense manga, teenager Light Yagami finds a notebook with which he can put people to death by writing their names. He begins a self-anointed crusade against the criminals of the world, and a cat-and-mouse game begins with the authorities and one idiosyncratic genius detective. Manga inspired a 37-episode television anime series in 2006-2007. Yeah, okay. It's kinda like it seems. You're trying to find out people's identity and, get rid of the Death Note. Or get rid of the investigators. Yeah, Death Note, eh? Still alive and kicking. I can remember, you still see at least one person in cosplay dressed up as L. Because it's so easy. It's white shirt, jeans, no shoes. Ironically, you just started rewatching Death Note yesterday. Oh, okay. I watched it, but then I caught up. This is back in the day, so I just went ahead and read the entire manga. And yeah, Light is not a hero. He's a psychopath, and it's too bad. It's too bad he got to L. But I wish, he got his own though. But yeah, you always see that one L cosplayer. Let's see. The Quintessential Quintuplets RPG's new video introduces battle system. Okay. Quintessential Quintuplets get an RPG. Crazy. Punirune's Puni 3 anime announces more cast and a July 5th premiere. Hashtag Light did nothing wrong. Okay. Akayaku Reijo no Naka no Hito Isekai villainous novels and manga get anime. Okay, so more villainous. We'll have to see what comes about with that. That was Thursday. Moving along to Friday. Rent a Girlfriend Season 4 unveils theme song, artists, and a July 4th debut. Champignon Witch TV anime video reveals cast. January 2026 premiere. So another witch anime. April Showers Bring May Flowers. TV anime's video reveals cast and a July 4th premiere. A lot of stuff coming out on July the 4th. Betrothed to My Sister's Ex anime reveals 3 more cast members. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out. The Japanese animation TV ranking, here we go. Let's have a look at that. First up, Saze-san, then Detective Conan, Chibi Maruko-chan, Apothecary Diaries are in there. You and Idol Precure, Yaiba Samurai Legend, One Piece, The Dinner Table Detective. Oh, that's nice to see that in there. Doraemon and Animated Rosaru no George, or Curious George. That was Friday. Next up on Saturday, we've got Japan's video game rankings, May 19th to 25th. Let's see what is at number 1 this week. Number 1, Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. Followed by Mobile Suit Gundam Seed, Battle Destiny Remastered. Once again, Fantasy Life I, but this time for the PS5 is at number 3. Then Minecraft for the Switch. Ys Memoir, Memories of Celceta. Then Nintendo Switch Sports, Mario Party Jamboree, Mario Kart 8. Oh, Expedition 33 is at number 9 for the PS5. Then back to the Switch with Animal Crossing. Ayakashi Gohan, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Pokemon Scarlet Violet, Capcom Fighting Collection 2. And I can't stress enough, you guys, we should always try to pick up some of these compilation games when you can get them for our preferred console or PC. Because that's you're getting the most bang for your buck there. Compilations, they throw a bunch of games on, and you have them. At number 15, Tokimeki Memorial. Then Donkey Kong Country. Futare Denyanko Daisenso. Sekai no Asobi. At number 19, a PS5 game, Monster Hunter Wilds. And then at number 20, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. You want to play Clair Obscur, but it was made by the French, so you don't know. Well, you know, if the French, they have a hand in it, I'm pretty sure you can just hit the surrender button and be done with it. I don't want to play this game anymore. But yes, Fantasy Life I is at number 1, The Girl Who Steals Time. Okay. I think that's worth a try. Next up, 2025 Detective Conan film drops to number 2. Live action, Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe film opens at number 4. Live action Blank Canvas film drops to number 5. Nintendo outlines Switch 2, Nintendo Online benefits in video. Yes. What are the benefits? Please enlighten us. Nintendo released a new video on Wednesday to explain the benefits Nintendo Switch Online and Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack paid members have, including new benefits with the new Nintendo Switch 2 console. Those who have a membership on the Switch will be able to carry over that membership to the Switch 2. Well, I should hope so. Those who have the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership will get access to upgrade packs for the Nintendo Switch 2 versions of games such as Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. These members will also have access to DLC for select games for free. Other benefits for the Switch 2 only include using the new Game Chat feature using the Switch 2 controllers. Those who have a Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack membership will also have access to GameCube games, in addition to N64, Game Boy Advance, and Sega Genesis. Yeah, paying us monthly is great. Trust us, bro. That's why I will not stop with the retro games. I liked it. The times before we had to pay a subscription or the times before we had to have DLC, they made the game, they quality assured it, the quality control was there, they released it, people bought it, and they played it. And there was nothing after that, you know. I like buying the game and playing it and not having to worry about subscribing, being online all the time, or anything like that, DLC. It's like, no, I'm just going to buy the game and play it. The overall membership, regardless of membership type or system, includes online playability, access to classic Nintendo games, access to member-only games, access to Nintendo Music, and ability to cloud save. The Switch Online service released in September 2018. Nintendo launched the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack paid membership service in October 2021. Membership allows access to classic games from Nintendo 64 and Game Boy Advance and Sega Genesis. Nintendo formally unveiled its Switch 2 system on January 16th. The console will launch in many countries, including the United States and Japan, on June the 5th. Oh man, that's in a couple days. It's going to be Thursday. Nintendo predicts it will sell 50 million of the consoles by the end of the fiscal year on March 31st, 2026. I don't know about that. You guys better lower that price there. Because for me, here in Canada, it's going to be like $650 for a Switch 2. So that's a lot. That's a car payment. That's, that's half a mortgage payment. So we'll see. They still have time to, maybe not. I was going to say, they might have time to fix things up a bit. But no, if they want to go that way, I think we should make them suffer. If Nintendo is being ignorant like that, and they want to have everything so high priced, it's like, well, you know what? Maybe just suffer now. Suffer for your stupidity. I don't know who has given them that advice, but they should not have listened to it. The console fanboys will pay, and Nintendo will learn nothing. Yeah, you're probably right, Godzillionaire. I'm hoping, maybe I'm just having a pipe dream that they would learn, but sometimes companies need to get bashed over the head to learn anything. I mean, that's why we always have PC. Anyway, moving along here. The Bad Girl anime streams video featuring cast's Glay cover. Chibi Godzilla Raids Again anime gets new TV series in July. It's funny to see that keep going on. Chibi Godzilla. The quintessential quintuplet smartphone puzzle game ends service. Oh. Look at that. I mean, I always tell you guys, watch out for smartphone games, because then they do stuff like this. You're enjoying your, puzzle game with the quintessential quintuplets, and they just all of a sudden decide to end it. It'll end service on June 30th after spawning 2 console games. Tamagotchi Plaza game previews basic gameplay in new trailer. For all you Tamagotchi fans, I was a little bit too old when that came out to want to have a Tamagotchi. All right, here we are. Sunday, today, Crunchyroll to stream My Dress Up Darling Season 2, Rent a Girlfriend Season 4, and more. My fellow My Dress Up Darling fans, it's coming. Season 2's coming. If you haven't seen Season 1, get on it. You can be like Godzillionaire and binge the whole thing in a day. And you will, because it is so darn good. Very enjoyable. Next up, Necronomicon and the Cosmic Horror Show anime's video reveals more cast, theme songs, and a July 1st debut. July 1st, that's Canada Day. For those that don't know, it's very close to Independence Day. A couple days off. Kaiju number 8 season 2 reveals a July 19th debut, plus side story episodes July 5th TV debut. I didn't get a chance to see Kaiju number 8, but I heard it was very good and a lot of people liked it. So the second season's coming. Got 1 month to go. And then we're at the top stories, which we've gone over already. And that's it. You're caught up on the news of the week. Next up, we'll go to the rankings from Anime News Network. These ones will probably vary a bit from some that I've seen from other places that have people come by and vote on their favorite shows and all that. But we start off with, at number 1, One Piece, as it should be. Kaiju number 8 is worth watching. First season is short. Ah, there you go. You have a rousing endorsement from our resident Kaiju himself. He says it's worth watching. And you know what? I agree. One Piece at number 1. Black Butler at number 2. Kowloon Generic Romance at number 3. And Shirley at number 4. Apothecary Diaries. Apocalypse Hotel. None of the ones I'm watching yet. Well, except for One Piece. Apocalypse Hotel, a ninja and an assassin under one roof. The Two Perfect Saint. Here we go. It's really climbed up there. That's good. It is a good show. It deserves to be up here. Sword of the Demon Hunter. Catch Me at the Ballpark. Another good one. Look at that. That one's climbing up there. That Chopper live action is nightmare fuel. I know Alex sent me a link to it. He says, "Oh, I'm probably gonna hate it." I don't hate it, but it's definitely not something I wanna watch. Hey James, how you doing? Nice to see you. But yeah, that Chopper, they could have done a little better as far as his personality goes. You know, he doesn't like to be praised. But yeah, I mean, it's, as I said to Alex, the live action One Piece may draw more people into the fandom, and maybe they'll want to see where it came from. If they're like, oh, this is based on an animated show, or it's based on a manga, oh, well, I want to see that. At number 10, Catch Me at the Ballpark. I like this show. Very entertaining, seeing what goes on behind the scenes of at a baseball game. Next up, Aharon-san wa Hakaranai. Then To Be Hero X. I've heard a lot of good things about To Be Hero X. I'm surprised it's at number 12. Then Uma Musume. That's the Pony Girl anime. Windbreaker, Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quix is at 15. I thought it would be a lot higher than that. The live-action Lilo and Stitch totally missed the point of the original in true Disney fashion. Oh, yeah, you know what? I heard it came out, and I'm just like, yep, I just ignored it. I just couldn't care less about live-action Lilo and Stitch. I didn't even watch, because I'm older, I didn't watch Lilo and Stitch, the animated one. So I have no skin in the game. You know, they want to release live action of all their animated ones. Go ahead, Disney. I hope you like throwing money away. You're not going to make your money back. At number 16, Witch Watch. That's a funny one I'm watching this season. Followed by Killing Slimes for 300 Years. Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows. I'm really liking that. And that's really jumped up, it looks like. Yeah, jumped up 23 spots. Oh, and then Fire Force, Rock is a Lady's Modesty, My Hero's Academia of Vigilantes, Lazarus is at number 22. That seems way down here. A lot of people are raving about that. Old Country Bumpkin, Shoshimin, Food for the Soul, Gorilla Gods, Go To Girl, Shunji Family Children, Once Upon a Witch's Death. Another one I'm watching, and it took a dive, it looks like. Can boy-girl friendship survive? Zatsutabi. That's kind of languishing down here. Mono. Evil Lord. Geez, it was up there, and now it's just fallen back down. Yaiba Samurai Legend. Go-Go Loser Ranger. It's the second season. Nobody wants to know what happens to Fighter D. Unaware Atelier Meister, Beginning After the End. I'm watching that one too. That's quite entertaining. Put them on Takamani-san. Oh, nobody likes the time travel panties? Come on. This is like the fan service show of the season. And it's like a love story. Low-key love story. Your Forma, I mean, that one I can understand it being down here. Dinner Table Detective, though, that's not bad. Teogonia, Summer Pockets. Summer Pockets just fell off a cliff. Like, it was up there and then just crashed. And then finally, Bye Bye Earth, which kind of just hung out down here for a lot of the time, it seems. Now, that's rankings on Anime News Network. But let's have a look at one of the places where you can go and watch this stuff. At number 1, One Piece. 76,000 people have watched it. And then Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman is at number 2. To Be Hero X is number 3. Fire Force is at number 4. Naruto Shippuden, of all things, is at number 5. I don't understand. I really don't. It's like it's been finished and people are still coming back to it. Evil Lord is at number 6. And then Windbreaker is at 7. Apothecary Diaries is at 8. Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows is at number 9. I mean, I'm happy to see that there. That's an enjoyable show. And then Left My A-Rank Party as at number 10. I'm glad it's in the top 10. This is what a great show this is. We've got very good character development, and there's just the way things move along. They're not just stuck dealing with the guy's A-rank party that he left. That's moved along. And we're getting a 2-cour season, so like 24 episodes. Just getting spoiled. Reading well, boys. Reading well. All right, well, you know what? It's going to be time for the main event here. Let's check on some remakes. Hope you guys will be happy with this, but we're going to go first to a commercial, and then we're going to do the remakes.
Oh, hey there everybody. How are you? Well, I don't always play video games, but when I do, I make sure to safely make a safety save in a safe environment. And if you don't know how to make a safety save, well then make sure you check out Pop Culture Mechanics, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, and 10 a.m. Central on Saturday mornings, where you can learn how to make a safety save that you might be so excited, you could dance if you wanna. So, come on and check out Pop Culture Mechanics on Saturday mornings. Going to see you there. Bye.
Finally! Yes! Whew! My God! Okay, we're back, and just have to pick my show here. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Ah, yes. First show on the docket is Area 88. The original Area 88 came out in 1985, and then they had a remake in 2004. So that's quite the time difference. But we'll have to check out and see what things have changed. So right off the bat, you've got war, you've got tanks. We're out in the desert. Things are getting destroyed, and it looks like the tanks are getting attacked by these fighter jets. There's our main character. I think his name is Shin Kazuma. They also made a video game for the Super Nintendo. They called it UN Squadron, but it's still got the same characters from the anime. And he's taking out tanks. Pretty smooth animation, it seems. It is an OVA. But yeah, they did very well. And there we go. He's done his mission. He's coming in for a landing. And there's our title. Area 88. That's convenient, the bubble helmet. Yeah, James. Then we do the intro here with the music. And it moves along. So this is on YouTube. You guys can find it. You guys can watch it. You don't have to sync the lips and yep, you don't have to worry about mouth flaps and all that. Yep. There we are. That's the symbol on the back of his plane. And he lands. And photographer taking pictures. He makes a comment that he's Japanese, and because the pilot's Japanese and photographer's Japanese, he's like, "Hey, yeah, nice to talk to somebody from home." He's like, "Stop taking pictures of me." He doesn't care for it at all. He's like, "Knock it off." Then another plane's coming in. It's on fire. And they send out the emergency vehicles. This guy took some shrapnel to the head. Yeah, he's got blood on him. He asks I don't know what you'd call him, a stores guy? For some alcohol, and he dumps it on his head. There you go. That's him. He asks him for some alcohol to dump. And he wants to get all wrapped up with a bandage and go right out again. Then another plane comes in. This time, the landing gear breaks. And that has trouble. And the pilot's out shouting at the plane. They're laughing at him. Apparently that plane was only a month old. He just wrecked it. After the mission, Shin goes back to his room. Needs to unwind. Decompress. He's marking the days until he's out. And I believe he said he's got 2 years and 3 months to go. He's not happy about it, as you can see. It's parted out. Oh, you know what? A-10 came in missing the tail and half a wing, still landed. Parted out after that. Hey, those things are tough, eh, James? So he's dealing with his, that he doesn't want to be there. They're showing a bit of what's going on. People are getting trained. He must be remembering. Yeah, he's remembering back in the past when he first started. He's training to be a pilot. Him and his buddy here. They're graduating, and the guy's like, "You guys got to go and get some real world experience." He's like, "All right." He wants to go back and see his girl, of course. But he's like, "Hey, let's go out and celebrate. Let's go drinking." He's like, yeah, let's get wasted. And they do. His buddy's like, hey, man, you got to sign this paper so we can stay off the base overnight. And he does. He signs it. He's like, he doesn't read it. He takes his buddy's word for it. Like, oh, yeah, I got to sign this. Okay. And then he's like, I just want to go to sleep. You can see it's April 1979. Shin Kazuma. But he's like, okay. Then after midnight, some men come in. Not really at the same time. There's a big tub to shield the pilot from below, but it doesn't know. Oh, okay. This guy gets woken up here by these two gentlemen. They're like, you're coming with us. He's like, wow, why? Because you signed a contract. He's like, no, I didn't. And they're like, yes, you did. Unless you want to get shot for desertion, you're joining the Foreign Legion. And that's what happened. His buddy, so-called buddy, made him sign papers so that he would get taken away to fly in a foreign military. There's the photographer. He wanted to apologize to him. These are dubbed, by the way. You can see there's no subtitles, so you can just watch the dub. Like I say, it's on here on YouTube. There's the commander of the entire base. You see him in the video game too. He's looking to get some film from this supply guy. Supply guy's, yeah, just wait a minute. They're talking about Shin. Supply guy comes by with some film. He's like, here you go. He's like, who do you think left that the photographer's bag out in the sun to ruin the first batch of film anyway, so I could sell him some film? They've got some new people coming in, new planes, some pilots. These guys are all mercenaries, by the way. So, of course, photographers, they're taking pictures. They don't care for him taking pictures. Anyways, Big Strange in what they write. Men is super stoic until the man gets overcome with emotion and goes all sentimental. Seems like both extremes. A little in the middle. With little in the middle. Yeah, James, could be. But, they want to convey it to the audience. Damn cat. So I think they're out on taking down some people that... You gotta go? Okay. Thanks for stopping by, James. Good to see you. Have yourself a great day. Once again, after taking down the enemy, Kazuma is thinking back to his first days where he was learning to be a pilot. And he gets roped into helping this girl move, because she doesn't know that he's learning to be a pilot. She figures he's just a bellboy moving luggage. Little does he know that she's the daughter of this guy who owns airlines. And he's hoping to fly with them soon. Looks like the beginning of a beautiful friendship as they ride the roller coaster. And he's shooting down more enemies. He gets paid quite a bit for every enemy he shoots down. Supply guy is trying to offer him some missiles at a good deal. But then Buddy comes in and is like, only if those missiles are reliable. And he's like, you're ruining my sale. It's like, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Okay, so they're at the mission briefing. They've got to go take down a missile base. And they're like, we will get shot down by all those missiles. It's like, yeah, if you got to do it. If you guys want to get paid. So there they go. They're getting all suited up. Even Shin's going. And off they go. It looks like a nighttime raid. And off. Everyone scramble. There they are. They're coming up on their target. And they're counterattacking, but they have a big fence that lifts up out of the sand, and it takes out some of the planes, except for Shin, who folds his wings in and skirts right through. They manage to take out the target. And this big guy, I believe his name is Boris, they're heading back to base, talking about splitting the money. Boris is like, well, you guys are only going to have to split it 2 ways. What? Why is that? Because I'm dying. I got hit. And so Boris is heading for the ground. And yeah, that's the end of Boris. So they come back from their mission, and they see Boris's room getting cleaned out. And the one last thing Boris asked him was to turn out the lights in my room, because Boris always slept with the lights on. Photographer wants to know, why is that guy standing out there? Well, he's waiting for his teammates to come back. They may never come back. And then we get shots in Japan. And I mean, the whole OVA is like 3 hours, so I think we'll stop there because that's the old version of Area 88. Next up, we'll hit up the remake. But first, we got to say hello to DJ Ronnie G. How you doing, DJ? Nice to see you. Hope you're having a nice quiet day at work. And yeah, now next up is the remake of Area 88. This was the original. So let me get that all set up. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Next we got, once again, Area 88. This time from 2004. Do a little bit of... Now they start this out a little differently rather than just going right into the war with, Shin taking down tanks and all that. We got the photographer. And we see his camera and his film. And he's like, hey, well, Shin, I wonder if you're still out there flying. So for this one, we got Shin out there now in his plane. And he picks up some bogeys on his screen, and they tell him, hey, you wait for backup. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And he takes them down with his guns and missiles. I think he takes down 3 out of the 4, and the 4th one gets away. Next up, we have this helicopter who is bringing the photographer to Area 88. He's got some pictures already, it looks like. There's the base there. He tries to bribe the guys to take a picture of the base with $1. The pilot takes the $1. I wouldn't have even... There we go. We got planes waiting to take off. And the pilot gets dropped, or the photographer gets dropped off. And they just throw stuff out the door, and it's like, yeah, there you go. Find your way around. And he does. He stumbles upon the supply guy here. He gets some water. Hey, what's up, Comic Relief Crusader? How's things going, man? So he rests under the shade of the fighter jet. He asks the young fellow there, he's like, can you take this guy to the commander? I don't know what's going on here. Restream keeps having to connect to my channel, so if you guys are trying to send me a message and I don't get it, that's why. One moment. It's asking me to enable channels, and it's like, yeah, didn't I already? Okay, everything should be good. Except for Twitch, it looks like. Hold on. Just gotta grab a Twitch window. All right. Let's get back to it. All right. There we go. Hey, kitty bear. So we've got our photographer here. He gives his credentials to the commander. It's like, yeah, you can take pictures here. Can I see your camera? He takes out the film. He's like, yeah, you're not taking pictures of this place. He's like, what about Kazuma? It's like, yeah, you can go out there. There he is. He's just landing now. These guys are like, good job, Shin. You made 60 grand shooting down those guys. So he keeps taking pictures, and he's like, what are you taking pictures for? So what I noticed with this show is that the new one does a lot more panning than the old show does. Just a stylistic choice, I guess. But just like before now, remember in the older version, had this guy come in. His plane's on fire. They're putting it out. He's getting the first aid. Dumping it on his head. You're so sad you've been demoted to two emoticons instead of a name. Well, as long as everybody understands who they're talking about. Once again, that guy wants to get back into the skies. Also, the same thing happens again. The plane breaks the landing gear and it goes nose in. They're taking this guy. But then all of a sudden, boom, photographer gets punched. This pilot's mad that he is just standing around taking pictures of people suffering. So after, everyone's left and he's been abandoned on the tarmac, this guy comes along, dumps some water on his face, tells him he doesn't want to, you shouldn't lay here unless you want to get run over. They're at the briefing. This is where they're going to go attack the missile base. One thing strange happens in the remake that doesn't happen in the original is that Shin decides not to go on the mission. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave this one out. And the head guy is like, okay, well, there's a $5,000 penalty for that. It's like, yeah, that's all right. And then his buddy that's standing beside him decides not to go either. He's like, no, that's okay. So everybody else goes out on the mission. Shin stays behind. But all of a sudden, there's an air raid warning. They've got bombers coming in. And the guy's like, you knew this was happening, didn't you, Shin? He's like, maybe. So now they have to go out there, and now they're going to earn even bigger money for defending the base, rather than going on that run for them at the missile base. They got to defend their own base from these bombers. So out they go. Missiles and guns blazing, taking these guys out. I think there's only 2 left. Unfortunately, they let one take some bombs and drop them. It starts a big fire. But they only let the one get through. And that is... come on. And that was the new Area 88. So there you go. One of the remakes. And they did have a second one planned. So let's get to that now. So you don't just get one show, you're going to get two shows. Because why not? Spoil you guys. Alright, let me check. I just got to go here. There we go. You think you have to check that one out? You don't remember watching it? That would be a rare case for you to watch. And it's available on YouTube, Kitty Bear. So just type in Area 88 and it'll be there. You can watch the OVA, and then there's the updated version, which I believe has 12 episodes. So you can watch that one as well. Respect to you, Sir Kitty Bear. There you go, DJ with the respect. Okay. Battlestar Yamataka? Do you mean Battleship Yamato? Or Battlestar Galactica? Okay. The next one that's up is... get this here. Captain Tsubasa. And if you know anything about Captain Tsubasa, it's all about soccer. And this one is from 1983. So right away, right off the bat, they're showing Tsubasa is great at scoring goals. The guy's a goal-scoring machine. He's a big striker in soccer. Okay, we started in the town. And it looks like they're moving. That's his mother. And he's looking over World Cup 1982. And I believe it was won by Italy that year. Probably even says it in the show here. And he's like, when's Japan gonna be in World Cup? Because he wants to be part of that team. And they're loading up. And it looks like this young girl, her name's Yayoi, comes to see him off. And they're on their way. Apparently it's by Mount Fuji. And they're unloading. He doesn't want to stick around and help unload all the moving stuff, all the boxes. He's off. He's like, okay, see you later. His dad is a captain of a ship, a cargo ship. So he's away from home. He's out on the ocean. Looks like he's heading back, though. Looks like they'll be stopping in Japan. Meanwhile, Tsubasa's out there, kicking a ball around. Oh, but he accidentally... And I don't know how this happens. The guy on the bike must be a moron or something. Because if you just stood still, the ball would hit your tire and that'd be good. But instead it scares him and he veers off into the water. And he's like, help me. And he's like, you can stand in it. It's not gonna drown you. You never get shapes of spaceships as long as the hull can take pressure of the vacuum. The shape doesn't matter. I think people have to come up with more creative shapes of spaceships. Yeah, and that's true. It doesn't have to be aerodynamic in space. So the local kids find out he's a soccer player and they're like, wow, you're amazing. But there's two schools, a public school and a private school, and the one with the better soccer team is the private school. So as soon as the local kids find that out, they're like, oh, we're going to ostracize you. We're not going to, because you're going to go to that school and we go to Nanakami and he's going to go to Shitetsu. Then there's this mysterious fella who shows up. There we are. Yeah, Shitetsu he's looking for. And then he stumbles upon these kids. It's like, hey, we want to use the playing field. And they're like, no. Because we are the champions, we get to use this field. So he's like, this guy who's a goalkeeper is like, okay, I will challenge all of you. If you can score on me with your respective sports, I will let you have the field. So first up is the rugby guy. And so he's going to shoot it. And because rugby balls are oblong, they hit the ground and they bounce all over the place, where it's hard to read where it's going to go. And it just about gets by this guy. But he's going to kick it out of the way. And they don't score. Next up is the handball guy. And he's going to try. Oh, nope. He denied. Next up, the baseball guy. He's going to try to throw a pitch by him. Nope. Caught it. So that's how good of a goalkeeper this guy is. Everyone's just astounded. And they're like, okay, well, we're not going to beat this guy. We'll see you later. And the poor kids won't be able to train. Of course, Tsubasa's like, hey, where'd that goalkeeper go? It's like, probably back to his house. He's like, why? I want to challenge him. Because I want to see if he can stop my shot. So they go up to look at the view of the entire town at one of the shrines. And he's like, where's that guy's house? He's like, it's right there. See that big mansion? His family lives there. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. I'm going to issue him a challenge. And he kicks the soccer ball all the way. For some reason, this guy is here too. And he sees the shot. And it makes it all the way there to that mansion. And the kid catches it. And he sees the challenge. And he puts his name on there too. Like, I challenge you from Tsubasa. And nobody can believe it, that he shot it that far. So this kid gives him a little bit of background about the rivalry between Nankatsu and Shitetsu. He's like, I don't want to get involved in your rivalry. I just want to shoot on that goalie. And they finally see each other. And he's like, did you issue me this challenge? You couldn't shoot from that temple all the way to my house. It's like, here. Just for that, I'm going to shoot it at you. And he shoots it at Tsubasa, who does the smart thing and kicks it, leans into it, kicks it up in the air. Meanwhile, the bus is coming. And just as the bus is passing, he gives it a good kick under the bus. High speed. Right into the goalie's hands. And so he can't believe it. You'll have the Super Dreadnoughts from the Honor Haringen series. Kitty Bear? Oh. So this guy is quite fascinated here that he could kick so hard, such a hard shot. And on the next episode, it looks like he gets his chance to challenge him. From Harrington. There you go. But that's it. That's Captain Tsubasa from 1983. And then there was the remake, which occurred in 2018. So that is quite the gap. Oh, no, not that one. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I did get to see it. Please bear with me while I find this here. I know it's here somewhere. There it is. Tsubasa sounds like Kielbasa. Yeah, I don't know if he's not much of a sausage though. Very nice art too in the soccer show. Okay, well here, check out this one here, DJ. This is the 2018 remake of Captain Tsubasa. City's a little bigger this time from where they're moving from. And it starts a little differently. Tsubasa's like a baby, like 2 years old or 3 years old. Hey, what's up, B17? How you doing, man? We're just doing remakes this month. Remakes. And this one is Captain Tsubasa. And his parents notice that, well, as long as he's got a soccer ball, he's happy. But it gets away from him. And the dad's leaving to be on the ship, it looks like. But they lose sight of him and they're like, where is he? Uh-oh. What's happening? He's out in the middle of the street with, it's Truck-kun. There he is. Isekaiing people for many, many years. It's Truck-kun. But we don't know if Tsubasa is going to get isekai'd by Truck-kun. There it is. There's our beginning. We have the intro. As you can see, animation upgrade, obviously, because it's, 2018. Episode 1, Takeoff. So there's his dad out on the ship. Once again, he's the ship's captain, cargo ship, and he's looking at his phone, which he didn't do that last time. They've brought this into the modern era where there's cell phones and such, whereas in the old one in 1983 you didn't see that. They kept it pretty contemporary. Truck-kun is always white, and I have no idea why. It's the cheapest color, Kitty Bear. I used to own myself a little mini K truck, and it was white as well. And it's probably just because it's utilitarian and it's cheap. You can buy white paint cheap and just coat it, and that's it. Not a good anime if it doesn't start with a kid about to get obliterated in a stupid way. Yeah, I mean, a lot of kids chase their ball out into the street. So there, he sent a picture to his dad. And once again, they're moving. Or they have moved. They just arrived at the new place. And once again, he's like, okay, I'm out of here. Bye, Mom. Have fun unloading. And he's going to go explore the town. And here she explains what happened when he was a baby. There's Truck-kun. And it's gonna hit him, but it bounces. He holds the soccer ball in front of him. It bounces off the bumper. He bounces off the ground and lands on the side of the road, unscathed, if you can believe it. That soccer ball saved his life, and that's why he loves his soccer ball. And yeah, the mother is horrified. The dad is amazed. And there we go. He's back in the present time. He's just tooling around town. That's just called plot armor? Yes, yes it is. And he's just moving around, making moves. There's the public school, the Nankatsu school. It's ball armor. Yeah, there you go. Oh, here we go again. So a different point of view than the old one. You've got the remake there. They want to use the field. The argument again, you guys have your own field. And they're like, no, we won, so I challenge you guys. They're a little bit more flashy with this. He calls on the captains to make a shot, and he's going to try to stop it all. And yeah, they do a little bit more. They add a little more flash to it. What happened to your other Truck-kun chat? A restream's been acting up today, Kitty Bear. So I don't know if it's getting lost, if it's disconnecting, but I'm not too impressed with Restream right now. Yes, and YouTube is a little snowflake piss baby with a chat filter. Yes. Yeah, I'm aware of that. They're stupid. Chat filter. So here we go. Once again, you've got the rugby guy. He's going to try. And he does. He kicks it out of the way, like last time. Handball. We got a lot more sports than we did the last time. You got the baseball guy. He catches it. Volleyball. And then Buddy grabs a javelin. It's got a cushion on the front, so it's not going to impale him, but so This didn't happen in the original, but he grabs the javelin and he's like, okay, oh, he stopped it. He kicked it out of the way. So nobody gets the score. So they all leave. He's upset because they lost. See the chat on this account? What mind tricks is YouTube playing? Ah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes sometimes restream chat is just no good. There we go. Once again, Tsubasa wants to challenge Wakabayashi. Tom's dead ass. There you go. Welcome. So he's like, I want to challenge him. Like, all right. Here, I'll show you the view from up here. And there we go. He gets a view of the town. And he's like, where does that guy live? He's like, see that big mansion down there? It's the mansion with its own... Look at that. He's even got his own tennis court and soccer field. At least a half soccer field. He's got the goal and everything. So he's like, okay, I'm going to kick the ball down there. And he does. Oh, first he's got to write his challenge out. There's this guy again. He's a bit of a drunkard. And he does. He kicks it. Gives it a hard kick. And he catches it. Again. He's like, where did that come from? Nobody believes that it came that far. What you said was in Asian live action series, Truck-kun is also white 90% of the time. Oh, okay. SimStar over on Kick. They were going to go to a drill run on him with his boys. Yeah. There you go. So they can't believe it came that far. There's no way he shot it from that temple or the shrine. This guy goes there and is like, no, I saw it. I just followed the ball. And it came that far. So now he's made a new friend. I believe the guy's named Rio. So it looks like they're going to meet up again, like they did in the original. He still doesn't believe it. Ah, but they run into him. There he is. He's like, I don't believe it. So what does he do? He kicks it at him again. Tsubasa kicks it up in the air. And here comes the bus again. Boom. Underneath the bus. Boom. And he catches it again. And now he knows he's serious. But we'll see what happens. This is the ending credits. And on the next episode, episode 2, he's flying. Easy, yeah, Simsar. Simsar, easy catch, right? It's, because that's just how good of a goalie he is. But yeah, that is Captain Tsubasa. So quite the upgrade when it comes to the animation. Obviously, they're going to be using computers now. But along pretty much the same story. A few things added, like when he was a baby and all that. We didn't see that in the original. But I like this shot that he makes when he's kicking it under the bus. I want to see that again. There you go. But yeah, they changed a few things, which is all right. They didn't change. Can I review Boko no Pico next? Does that have a remake, Simsar? Like, is there an original and then a remake after? Because I will add it to my list for sure. All right. And we'll go like this. So there you go. The two remakes of the day are Captain Tsubasa and Area 88, which also had a game for the Super Nintendo. Sadly not? Okay. Well, Simsar, the theme of June is going to be remakes. So I have a list of animes. I'm going to show the originals, and then I'm going to show the remakes afterwards. Yeah, Ranma can be on the list. Yep. Yeah, I actually have the season 1 and 2 on VHS, and season 3 is on DVD. Next up, goated. Next up is what I'm watching this season. So here's the list. Here's the shows here. Let me just bring that up. There we are. Things a little bigger. Oh, it's Kitty Bear's Dead Ass. There you are. Over on the YouTube side. So I am broadcasting on YouTube and Twitch and Kick and Rumble, for those of you that are wondering. As you can see on the screen now, these are the shows I'm watching this season, and there's a lot of them. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 16, 18 shows. Hey, RS, how you doing, man? Good to see you. First show, Catch Me at the Ballpark. What an enjoyable show. Seeing how things work behind the scenes. Please put them on his fire. We'll get to that, Simsar. We'll get to that. But Catch Me at the Ballpark is good, seeing behind the scenes of what goes on during a baseball game. And I like main character, Ririko. She's a great character. It's nice to see her interacting with, people and all that. The old trials and tribulations of working at the ballpark. Next up, Chuzenji Sensei. This is a period piece set in 1948, so it's about a girl at school. It's after the war. Things aren't that great. But Chuzenji Sensei, he dispels a lot of the urban myths and legends and stuff like that the girls are scared of. And, he brings a little bit of sense to them. Like, no, it's not just, it's not just an urban legend. This is why things are happening. So I do like that. Sort of figuring out mysteries. And it's a period piece, so we don't get that very often. One set in actual real time. Old Country Bumpkin the Swordmaster, very enjoyable show, as the guy who trained a lot of the master swordsmen out there comes to town, and they want him to teach at the academy, and he is. And he's showing them just why he is a sword master. Even though he doesn't think he is, he is. Next up, Go-Go Loser Ranger Season 2. If you watch Season 1, Season 2, much of the same. You got Fighter D. He's infiltrated, and he is going to try to take down not only the Rangers, but also the boss monsters. That's his ultimate goal. No Gorilla God's Go-To Girl. That series makes you laugh so hard now and then to the day you nearly choked. Old man with young girl harem. It's I'll have to schedule it for a little while later. I'm really overloaded with watching stuff right now, Kitty Bear. But yeah, Go-Go Loser Ranger. We'll have to wait and see what happens to Fighter D. I'm a little behind right now. I think I'm 2 episodes behind. But that's easily taken care of. A-Rank Party. Man, what a great show so far. They are really going all over. They're making a name for themselves. The guy that left the A-Rank Party met up with his students, and they formed their own party. And they are doing really well. Everyone's getting a lot of experience. And it just keeps getting better and better as they tool around and explore more dungeons and meet more people. Evil Lord of Intergalactic Empire. What can I say? It's nice to see this guy trying. He's trying to be evil. He's trying his best. I like how his android maid is kind of keeping him in check. And he may seem evil, but he's doing a lot of good, especially rescuing the princess. There are a lot each weekend to watch during the week. It's less. You wish the whole week was like the weekend. Yeah, Kitty Bear. There you go. But Evil Lord's pretty enjoyable. I want to see whether he can pull himself out of debt and make his empire even better. Once Upon a Witch's Death. This one probably will have a second season. I don't think they're going to be able to wrap everything up in 3 episodes left. She's got to collect a bunch of tears of joy to make a special pill that she can take that will cure her curse. Otherwise, she will die in a year. So that's pretty depressing, actually, but we'll see. Maybe they'll get a second season. Finally, please put them on Takamani-san. As I've so jokingly referred to this, it is the girl with the time travel panties. If she doesn't like the way some things have gone because she is the president, the class president, she wants to be perfect. She wants to do everything perfectly. So when she removes her panties, she can control time, go back as far as she wants. And she has to have somebody put them on for her. The guy that she calls her closet. He has a big bag of panties that he has to put on her. So if you want fan service, this is the fan service show of the season. And I've been reading the manga as well, so I'm caught way up. And it's a fun one. It's funny. It's not too serious, but it is a low-key romance. Believe it or not, it is. Kitty Berry says he's a failure at being evil, also a failure as he's supposed to be miserable. Not only time travel panties, but the bra works too. Yes, any of her undergarments. I really got to catch up on Sword of the Demon Hunter. Jin Gentosho. This is the drama, the grim, the dark show of the season. It's not a comedy. It's not anything happy here. This guy is going around hunting demons, and you got yourself, it's a lot of slice and dice as he uses his sword. And yeah, this is, sometimes you need that dark, gritty one, and this is the one for the season. Beginning after the end, reincarnation at its finest. A fella who was a king in his previous life, is reincarnated as a young child in a place that has magic, and he is learning all about how to magic and also about interacting with people and becoming better, sort of a redemption arc, if you will. And it's nice to see him getting more and more powerful and learning what it means to take care of your family and friends. The Brilliant Healer's life, new life in the shadows. This guy just wants to be left alone. He just wants to run, he wants to run a clinic, an underground clinic, and heal people and get paid for it. Can I not delete this over on Twitch? Oh well. Disappointing, Twitch. What you find funny is using the bra is more dangerous for her than using the panties. She dropped them once for the whole class. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's the comedy one, or it's the fan service one of the season. Yes, he is no longer underground. He has gone to the academy now, but he has to try to infiltrate to see if he can find people that are going missing. So that's his goal now. He's going to help them out to see if he can find why people are going missing. And he is so incredibly powerful. He can do things other healers can't even dream of, and he's not even classically trained or formally trained. So I like to see that, people that aren't formally trained or, have a high education, but he's got such a great talent, or he had such a great teacher that he can just doesn't even have to take time to draw any spells out or anything like that, or circles. He just heals, and that's it. Dinner Table Detective. I like a good mystery. It's too bad that the actual detectives are not too bright, and it ends up that her butler has to solve the mysteries for her. But, it's still fun seeing how they play out. The fact that the butler is very more astute and can really pick up on things. Just makes it all more funny when he's like insulting her that she's not that good of a detective. The Too Perfect Saint, tossed aside by my fiance and sold to another kingdom. This is quite a sad story. Yeah, the fact that the saint Philia was treated so terribly in her original kingdom. Then she goes to a new one where she gets treated. It's very foreign to her to be treated so well. She doesn't understand, but she's slowly coming out of her shell, and she wants to help out her sister who was left behind. And they've got to stop a big onrush of demons coming. So things are ramping up here as she and her sister, her sister mostly is plotting a lot of the downfall of the one prince there. So it's I do want to see this. Probably going to be a second season, and I hope they do. I'm really enjoying Too Perfect Saint. It's nice to see that, someone who is treated so poorly gets treated well. And it's very foreign to her, and she has to get used to it, because that's the normal way people should treat each other, not what she went through. He's trained by someone who is formally trained. You don't know who his teacher is. Teacher was a teacher at the... Oh, okay, Kitty Bear. Thanks for the clarification there. I kind of wondered who his teacher was. It didn't occur to me that he was formally trained. Well, next up, Witch Watch. This is the goofy comedy of the season. You got childhood friends. One's a witch, one's an ogre. They are Well, actually, I've fallen behind a bit too, and it looks like we get double season. We get 2 cours on this one, 26 episodes, so it's going to keep going for a while into the next season. So I like this one. Pretty funny. She's trying to keep control of her powers. He's supposed to protect her from everything. And it's turning into a bit of a romance because she, I believe, has feelings for him, and she doesn't know if he has feelings for her. So, a little bit of romance coming into that. Something's got to happen within, these 26 episodes that are being released. So maybe they'll have it all resolved by the end. Your Forma, I think I'm going to drop this one. It's just not that exciting for me. So, dropped Your Forma. Last up, Zatsutabi, that's Journey. Based on a true story about a mangaka who travels around Japan. She asks people which way she should go, north, south, east, west. And she goes there, and she goes to different places and sees the sights. We get to learn about Japan and different areas. It's just a nice chill show. Not a lot of drama or anything like that, really. And she has a good time, and it's great learning about the different areas that she goes to. Obviously, they're going to use real facts and everything like that, so I like it the way it has a nice chill vibe to it. And I believe that is it. That is all I'm watching this season, everyone. I wonder if you guys are watching some of the same shows. Whether you agree or disagree with, whether they are good or not. But it's, that's it for this season. It's going to be coming to a close soon. I think we have one more month. And then we'll be picking the next shows for the summer season. And there should be some real good ones there. From what I've seen. I will have a stream devoted to just picking the next ones for the summer. The hints are in the series at the academy. There was a talk about a teacher who was really good at healing, but left the academy and no idea where he went. And then there were scenes of Xenos being taught. Ah, there you go. Right on, kitty bear, right on. But yeah, I believe that is it for this, for today. Don't forget, enjoy some remakes. If you watch a remake, maybe look into watching the original as well. Sometimes things done are slightly a bit differently, but I think it's worth the time to take. And that way you can sort of see what they did in the original. And as you can see on the screen here, I've got a couple of ones that have been remade. Obviously, Trigun Stampede. Those might be coming along a little later. Yes, and then there's Yamato. And then Yamato 2199. As you can see there. But I think I'm going to start wrapping her up there, everybody. I just want to thank everybody that came out today. It was great seeing you all, like Godzillionaire, and Alex Moore, and James, of course, who had to leave, Comic Relief Crusader, DJ Ronnie G, Kitty Bear, B17, of course, and, of course, Ars. It's always great to see you. And Simsar. Simsar was over on the kick side. I appreciate you coming in. And anybody else who was lurking and listening. Thanks, I appreciate you. Please hit that like button if you can, depending on which platform you're on. Like, follow, all that kind of good stuff. Tell your friends, spread the word. Let them know old Pop's here. I'm here every weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, and on Tuesdays. There's other good channels out there, people I personally watch and enjoy, like Pacific 414. And then there's DJ Ronnie G. He was in the chat, but if you want to watch a show about tech and turtles and astronomy, you tune in to DJ Ronnie G. There's Brandon the Anime Guy. There's Carl at the RNG Podcast. There's Tomby. He's the bloke from across the ocean. There's also Angry Canadian and Nerdporo Lifeform. Don't forget everybody's favorite Penguin Punkwaddle. You got to tune into his ponderances. He's got some great stuff. And Penguin Positivity. Really good stuff. And then don't forget Infinite Metal. He's on Kick and Twitch. He does a lot of retro gaming, and he has an undead dragon lord who incessantly mocks and ridicules him as he plays the games, which is like 75% of the reason I go there, is for the mockery, because it's funny, makes me laugh. You got a clip of PD playing with Katy Perry, but instead you'll post something like what I described. There you go. Like I said, tune in to DJ Ronnie G. You'll have a fun time. He does his it's called the Monday Show on Thursday. So obviously it's on Thursday. I forgot the other two fan service series. I maybe didn't forget them, but I'm probably not watching them right now. I mean, I do like my fan service. But coming up, you guys, Tuesday, Trades Talk Tuesday, join me as I talk about the skilled trades, how to get into them, what to expect. I'll have pictures, videos of some of the projects I've been involved with. Come on out. It's Tuesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. If you know somebody who's in the trades, tell them to tune in. We can chat. I always love to chat with fellow tradesmen about their job. I'm fascinated by it. And I know a little bit about it, because I've been in the trade for over 25 years. So after that, on Saturday is Retro Game Day. I have been playing Penguins of Madagascar, which is, it's a fun game. You get the boys out, you know, they all smile and wave. And then you get to talk to King Julian. And you get let Mort hug the feet. Don't hug the feet, Mort. So come on by for that. That's a fun time. Christian Fandom Geek, what's up? Nice seeing you here. I'm just sort of wrapping things up. But yes, I was just talking about Saturday, playing some Penguins of Madagascar for the DS. They have voice acting. That's great. I can't believe it. They have it on the DS version, but they don't have it on the Wii U version. You got to catch the latest fan service episode of the series you didn't mention. They just came online 2 minutes ago. Okay, Kitty Bear, you have yourself a good old time. I will see you next time, hopefully. And then don't forget, everybody, next Sunday, once again, more remakes of anime shows. Let me remind you, today's remakes were Area 88 and Captain Tsubasa. Charge Counterattack gameplay with Aris and as pilot debuted here. Thanks for dropping the links there, DJ. Really appreciate it. You always do a good job. Yeah, tune into Aris. And as for DJ, I'm sure he's got some more links to some of his stuff. So yes, tune in next week for more anime remakes. I've got quite a big list of shows that have been remade, and yeah, there is quite a few out there. If you look up some of the shows that have been remakes, I think the fun part of this will be comparing the two. What did they show in one as compared to the other? Have they, completely removed parts they thought they didn't need, or have they compressed a lot? So it's very interesting to me to watch what they do for remakes. How to Take Down an AT-AT by DJ Ronnie G. There you go. Nice. Well, I had a fun day today. I hope you guys did too. I've got to get out there and watch some more shows. Today'll be my catch-up day. Try to catch up on these shows. I hope to see you guys the next time. The next time will be on Tuesday for Trade Stock. But if that's not your sort of thing, tune in again on the weekend. I'm here, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Make sure you mark your calendars or make yourself a reminder. And bring a friend. We can chat a lot about anime and such. Well, alright, everyone. I hope to see you guys on the next time. Until then, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.